Well, hey there, kids, and welcome to another episode of Virtual Sunday School. It's me, Sarah Tate. I know I haven't seen you guys in forever, but we are here for a very exciting lesson. We are in the last story about Joseph. I know it feels like forever, but we finally reached the end of Joseph's story, and this message is just really exciting, and I hope you guys are excited to learn about it. So what I wanted to tell you is that we left off with Joseph and his brothers. And Joseph's brothers, remember there was 11 of them, so at this point Benjamin had come to Egypt because Joseph was requesting that their younger brother come to Egypt to prove that there were actually 11 brothers and that they actually had a younger brother and that they actually had a father named Jacob, and if he was still alive or not. Joseph was questioning everything because he knew that he was Joseph, but actually his brothers had no idea this was the 17-year-old boy, the teenage younger brother, annoying little brother that they abandoned so many years ago and sold to slavery. So we reached the breaking point where Joseph is finally ready to reveal to his brothers that this is Joseph, the long-lost brother that they thought probably died by now. And his brothers are there. They had just enjoyed this wonderful meal, and they were about to go back home. And Joseph actually tells one of his servants, he says, okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take my very, very special silver cup, and I want you to put it in Benjamin's bag. Oh no. So remember from the last story, he gave them all their money back, right? All their silver coins to all the brothers to pay for the grain. He actually gave all their money back. But now he said, I want you to put my special silver cup. That way they have to return. They're going to be so scared of me and they're going to have to come back, right? So the servant does this and he puts it in Benjamin's sack bag, which they were carrying all the grain to take back to their home, which they thought they were going home. But actually, the servants of Joseph started to run after the brothers. They were on the way home, kind of like how the Egyptians were chasing the Israelites, basically the same thing, same situation. They were chasing Joseph's brothers, and they said, listen, we're missing something from the palace, and we think that you have stolen the governor's or Joseph, well, not Joseph, they didn't know who Joseph, but the very important person, the Pharaoh's second hand, you stole his silver cup. And Joseph's brothers are looking at each other and they're like, no way that happened. We were just there. We purchased the grain all fair and square. No way. We didn't take any silver cup. And they were so certain that they didn't take a silver cup that they said, listen, if you're so sure that we took a silver cup and we know we didn't take it, whoever has it, supposedly if you find the silver cup that belongs to your master, you can kill the person that stole it, because they were so sure no one took it. So the servant goes digging through everybody's bag and he finds a silver cup. And guess whose bag he finds a silver cup in? That's right, it was Benjamin, and everybody said, no way! We brought our younger brother Benjamin here, and we were not supposed to do that because our father Jacob said, no way, you're not taking my youngest only son, and you are not taking him to Egypt, and this guy that's in charge of the grain is crazy, and if you lose Benjamin and something happens to him, I'm just gonna die. And the brothers said, I can't believe this is happening again. So they all go back to the palace where Joseph is, and they bow down, remember? This comes up later. They bowed down low to the ground to Joseph and they said, please, sir, please, I know that we found the silver cup in our younger brother Benjamin's bag, but please, you have to let him go because our father is going to go to his grave if he finds out that you're going to take Benjamin as a slave and you might kill him for stealing from you, and please, we're so sorry and we'll do anything. We'll all be your slaves. And one of the older brothers, Judah, said, please, please, you got to understand, this is what happened so many years ago. We feel that we're being punished because so long ago we sold our brother Joseph to slavery, and we think that we're being punished, and please, you have to forgive us. And Joseph couldn't take it anymore. He said, wait a minute, and he started crying. The Bible tells us he started crying so loud that the officials were wondering, what's happening? Like, everybody in the palace is like, what's going on with this guy? And everybody heard him. He was crying so loud, and he said, brothers, it's me. It's Joseph, your long-lost brother that you sold into slavery so many years ago. It's me. I'm here. And the brothers looked at each other and they were like, I can't believe it. I can't believe this is our brother Joseph after so many years. And they cried and they hugged. It was a scene. You had to be there. They were just so happy to finally see their brother, and they were so remorseful. That means they were so sad because they could not believe that their brother that was gone for so many years actually became a really important person in Egypt, and he was in charge of all the food, remember? He was so important in Egypt, and they had no idea that this was going to happen. But Joseph reminded them, remember the dreams that I had when I was just 17 years old, and you guys thought I was crazy. I dreamed about the sun, moon, and stars bowing down to me, and I dreamed about all the grains, like the sheets of grain were bowing down low to me. And Joseph finally said, this is it. This is God's dreams being revealed, and they're finally being fulfilled. And the brothers were just astonished. They were amazed, and they couldn't believe it before their eyes. Everything that God had revealed to Joseph through dreams had come to pass. And there was a huge reunion, you guys. Jacob came back from their hometown. They traveled with all of their children and wives and children, so many children, because remember, Jacob had so many children. There were 12 boys, and they had children. And this goes back to Abraham's promise being fulfilled. God told Abraham, he said, I will bless you, and you are the father of many nations, and you will have so many descendants. And I really hope that you kids learn this story and really remember Sarah Techi teaching you all about Joseph's life, because it's so important. It actually is such a big part of the Bible, and it's such a great story because even during the time that Joseph thought that everything was over, and he was so sad in Egypt, and he was so sad all along the way in Potiphar's house, remember? And in Pharaoh's prison, he was put into prison, and he was sold to slavery even by his own brothers. Joseph went through so much sadness, and his heart was broken, and he couldn't believe all these things were happening to him. But in the end, God really raised him up and made him a very important person to save his own entire family, everybody he saved. And he saved so many generations that eventually became the Israelites, and it's a great story. I'm so glad that I got to share it with you. I hope you learned something important. During this whole series, we were talking about Joseph, and next week we're actually going to start another new lesson. And I hope you guys join me, and Sarah Techi misses you guys. I hope to see you soon. Everybody stay safe. I love you very much, and thanks for joining. I'll see you next week, and God bless.